The files are open, the secrets are spilling out, and the biggest secret of all has a name: Melania. For years, we heard the rumors. We heard the whispers in New York. We heard the gossip in Palm Beach. But now we have the proof. Melania Trump is in the Epstein files. And she is not just a footnote. She is a central figure. This weekend changed everything. We went through the documents. We analyzed the emails. And we discovered what she tried to hide. The narrative we were sold is a lie. The fairy tale meeting? The chance encounter at the Kit Kat Club? Forget it. The truth is much darker. The truth involves Jeffrey Epstein. He was the bridge. He was the matchmaker. He introduced Melania to Donald. Let's go back to the beginning of this revelation. It started with a threat, $1 billion threat. Hunter Biden went on camera. He said what nobody else dared to say. He said Melania met Trump through Epstein. He said they knew each other well. He said they spent enormous amounts of time together. And Melania panicked. She didn't just deny it. She unleashed the lawyers. She sent a demand letter. She demanded a retraction. She demanded an apology. Or she would sue for $1 billion. She claimed reputational harm. She claimed overwhelming damage. It was a classic intimidation tactic. Throw the weight of the presidency around. Crush the dissent with legal fees. Make them scared. But Hunter Biden didn't blink. He held up the letter. He looked into the camera, and he said 2 words: please do. He called the bluff. He said, sue me, because he knew the rules of the game. If you sue for defamation, you open the door. You open the door to discovery. Discovery is the nightmare of the guilty. It means depositions. It means subpoenas. It means everyone under oath. Melania would have to sit in a chair. She would have to raise her right hand, and she would have to answer the question: how did you meet Donald Trump? What was your relationship with Jeffrey Epstein? And she couldn't lie, not under oath. So what happened to the lawsuit? What happened to the $1 billion threat? It vanished. It evaporated. She never filed. She backed down. Why? Because the truth was too dangerous to risk in court. And now we know why. The emails are out, and they confirm everything Hunter said. We have an email to Jeffrey Epstein. It talks about the weekend he met Melania. It links the meeting directly to a visit with Epstein. Then we have another document from Paolo Zampoli, the modeling agent. He was trying to buy elite models with Epstein, and in the middle of the business talk, a casual bomb drop. Epstein introduced Melania Trump to Donald Trump. It is right there, in black and white. It is not a conspiracy theory. It is a historical record. But it gets worse. The connection isn't just an introduction. It goes deeper. We have accounts from biographers, British journalists who dug into the past. One biographer made a stunning claim. He said Epstein wasn't just a friend. He said Epstein had been her lover. Before Trump. Let that sink in. The implications are staggering. This biographer wrote a book about Prince Andrew. But he included these details about Melania. And what did Donald Trump do? He didn't ignore it. He ordered the publisher to cut it. 60,000 copies were already printed. He forced them to pulp the books. He forced them to remove the reference. Why go to such lengths? Why destroy 60,000 books? Because the secret was too volatile. It destroys the brand. It destroys the image. And speaking of images, let's talk about the movie, the Melania documentary. Who directed it? Brett Ratner, the Hollywood heavyweight, the man behind Rush Hour. And where is Brett Ratner now? He is in the Epstein files too. He is in the photos, sitting with Epstein, sitting with women. The web is so tight you can't breathe. The man making her propaganda film is tied to the same predator. It is a closed loop, a circle of influence that protects its own. Think about the irony. Think about the last few years. We watched the rise of QAnon. We watched millions of people scream about a cabal. They screamed about elites trafficking children. They screamed about pizza shops. They were looking for monsters in the shadows. But the monsters were on the main stage. The call was coming from inside the house. The very people they worshipped were the ones in the flight logs. They were the ones in the emails. They were the ones making the introductions. It is the greatest trick ever pulled, to convince the world you are the savior, while you are shaking hands with the devil. Melania Trump tried to bury this. She threatened lawsuits. She silenced biographers. She relied on the media being too afraid to ask. But the dam has broken. The files are public, the emails are readable, and the timeline is clear. She was there. She knew him. She was introduced by him. And maybe, just maybe, she was more than just a friend. The biographers say lover. The emails say introduced. The lawsuit says silence. But the silence is over. We are connecting the strings. We are looking at the board. And the picture is terrifying. It is a picture of total complicity. From Hollywood directors to New York real estate moguls, from modeling agents to the First Lady, they were all in the same room. They were all part of the same operation, and they all lied to us. They lied about how they met. They lied about who they knew. They lied about what they did. Hunter Biden called it. Michael Wolff called it. The British press called it. And now the documents prove it. Melania Trump was an Epstein girl. That is the headline. That is the reality. And no amount of threats can change the text on the page. The wealth, the power, the glamour. It was all built on a foundation of secrets, and those secrets are crumbling. We must keep looking. We must keep reading. We must not let the shock wear off, because they are counting on us to get bored. They are counting on the next news cycle. But we are not moving on. We are staying right here, with the files, with the truth, and with the knowledge that we were right all along. The curtain has fallen, the actors are exposed, and the script they wrote for us is burning. Stay awake, stay vigilant.